Warning! Graphic pest control video ahead. Do not watch if you might be offended. If, however, you really like pest control videos, then sit back and watch us as we control pest populations with silenced air rifles here in the UK. I'm at our newest permission today, and this feeder's taken a bit of a hiding, and I'm here to replace it with a much bigger version. So we're hoping as the winter comes on, this will pay dividends in this area. There's lots of squirrels about. I never brought my rifle today, I was just coming to put the feeder up. And look what I see, 5 minutes there, this one runs out at the edge of the hazelnut wood, with a hazelnut in his mouth. Sat there looking side on. Things you see when you haven't got your rifle, eh? Never mind, you'll be there for next time. Here's a new feeder, put the corner armour in, a side shelf. The hope is they sit there and look straight on as they're feeding at me. Or brow even. Inside you've got a slope. Make sure it dispenses out. There's quite an increase in size in feeder. So we're hoping once all the natural food in the area dwindles, this will become a magnet for them hopefully. Hopefully they get a taste for wheat. They visit it in large numbers. And before I get a chance to leave, here's another one. Fitted it on the rifle. And that's the proximity to the corner of the hazelnut woodland. And that's roughly where I'm going to be sitting. Over there. Looking back at it. There's some dimensions. Not that it matters an awful lot, this just happens to be the size of wood we had. That's the front view. That's the length of it. It's got a hefty feeder. You can tell what time of year it is. They've got a really good crop on the pumpkins. As I was leaving, I had to stop and look at these bad boys. The shop's full of them. So I stopped off and bought a couple. Too good to miss. My kids loved it. That's one of the advantages of visiting these places. I'm back again to have another look. You can see evidence of squirrels gnawing on this branch. I managed to take the rifle this time and caught 2 out. Not sure if it's the last 2 we saw. A buck and a doe. That was within about 2 minutes of arriving. We've decided we've waited long enough. This is a view from space. It's 1.5 acres of hazelnuts, and this is how it's going to go down. The yellow dots being the feeders, and the red dots being where we're going to sit. This is me on the feeder I put up. I broke down the bottom of the hill. Well, as I approached, a load of magpies disappeared from this area, so I'm not sure if they were on it or in the near vicinity. But I've heard them squawking in the distance, so they can't be far away. A nice spot one come in for a nose. He sat in the back of the tree there. As I raise a rifle, he disappears off. I'm spotting movement already. Only Mr. Robin staying by the feeder. The squirrels are running straight by. And here's another one. It's the first candidate. Looks like he might be coming for the feeder. He's gone down the back of the tree. He's not stopping. I'm tracking him with a rifle. And he legs it off to the left there. I'm watching him all the way, but he doesn't stop. Doesn't give me an opportunity to shoot him off camera. Not too worried if they're not on film. This one came into view while I had the gun up. No chance to get the camera on him. I'll go out and finish him off in a second. Then set him up on this bit of bread. Just as an extra attractant. Mr. Robin looks a bit perturbed by him. Eventually spot a squirrel. I'm trying to pick him up at the moment. Sat on a bit of a slope here. There he is, up the tree. To the left. So I'm lining up on him. And I hit the branch in front of his head. Unbelievable. So I resign myself to watching them in the distance. It's about 100 yards away from me. There's 3 to 4 in this woodland. Just charging around up the trees having a play. I'm morning scurry about. I'm just hoping one of them comes over my way. The potential in this place for shooting squirrels is massive. So many of them around. You see why the owner gets so upset with them. There's my car. Until eventually this one comes round, sits in front of me. Nothing to do with the feeder, he seems to be foraging. But he's right in front of me, to the left of the feeder. I'm knocking everything all over the place. Make no mistake this time. The Terminator connects. He has a bit of a kick around, but nothing untoward. It looks like he's dead. I'll wait for a second. There's this little thrash around. A bit of Squirrel motorbike, which soon passes. And he's definitely gone this time. Only Mr. Robin comes to the feeder. He's got over his fear of the magpie. He's helped himself to some lovely peanuts. But as I'm watching him, I'm seeing squirrels running up and down the hedge line behind me, and also running up and down the hill towards Bro. So this is where we are at the moment, the lines where they're running. So I decide to move my hide to there. And I've only been in the hide a minute. I've moved it quickly, thrown all the kit in, figuring I'd have plenty of time. A minute later, literally, this one comes sprinting towards me. Nothing set up properly. He's ignored the hazelnut, so I click him up. I miss him. He's on that log, just had a shot. And you'll tell by that sound I didn't miss a second time. I've got my knee in the ground, and I've got the sticks in the ground. I can't pick him up in the camera. I'm all over the place. I'll make my mind up in a minute. There he is. It's all over for him. There's a board with hazelnuts there, and it's just ran straight past it, this one has. It's made a beeline for the one on the floor. So next time I shoot one, I think I'm going to lay that down. See if it gets any attention. Not interested in the clicking. Any noises I can make, and it's got its head behind the back of that tree now. There's a bird running around the back. And it does that. I'm all set up this time. Didn't cock the rifle. But all's good. Straight over the top of the eye with the Terminator. A little bit of kicking, but I was pretty confident in this shot. Sounded good as well. It's in a stable position. Despite the fact my chair is on a backward slope and it's digging into the mud. I'm sat in a position like the Apollo astronauts used to, looking into space. So I have to perch on the edge of my chair. I'm shifting around now because my stuff's still not sorted out in there. It's only about 10 minutes since I shot the last one. So I'm now on 3 and a magpie. It's looking pretty good. Mr. Pheasant comes into view. No, I'm not going to shoot it. I don't want to eat it. It's not a pest. The owner doesn't care about them, I don't think. Just happy to see such a pretty bird wandering around, albeit a stupid one. They are some of the dullest creatures I've ever come across. That's pretty much where the squirrels are running from. There's another one hiding in this bush here. Do more movement. There he is. Just about make him out. I like the wildlife wandering around. Gives the illusion that all is safe. A big slurp of tea while I watch him. There's a few more birds helping himself to the autumn bounty. Here's another one. It's running up from the hazelnut wood. Try clicking him. Doesn't want to know. Even a whistle. Absolutely hopeless. I watch him go off into the distance, tracking him with a rifle. On closer inspection, looks to me like he's got a hazelnut in his mouth and he's not stopping for anyone. Place is rich in wildlife, as you might expect. There's the tip of the hazelnut wood. One of the farm workers has worked his way up the top, pruning the trees. Not much commotion. I'm sure it's going to put the squirrels off. As we were driving out, you can see all the litter up between the tree rows. Then we're going to probably be able to set up a hide in there at some point, hopefully. Anyway, I've decided to wrap up and go for a wander. This is the first squirrel I took. One of the late thrash about. You can see the shot went straight into the brain. I'm going to change position. I took two more over here. That's what I was hoping was going to stop them, which never worked at all. So the last one I shot, the pellet's gone straight over the top of his eye. The angle he was sat at, I was hoping it was going to go straight into the brain, which it did. There's the second one I shot. Stiff as a board. The shot for Ryan and Bro. I know they like this shot the best. There's a side look at the feeder. That's where they were running down past that fence, down that hedgerow. That's where my hide is. You can see it there, looking back across. That's proximity to hazelnut wood. A bit too close for comfort, really. I was looking down the hill at Bro. I do believe he spotted me. Hello, Bro. So he gives me a little wave. He's obviously watching me. It looks like it could be a feeder, but it isn't. That'll be a beehive. This feeder's not far from that, though. For all you people who'd like a pop-up hide, I think they're a bit of a trouble. I've picked it up off the top of my kit there, which I'm just picking up the bag. And from the moment I touch it, I'll start the timer going. There we go. Just lay them flat. I'm not rushing. Bend the top to touch the bottom, lead on it. Quick twist. Pick one of your bellies to lean on it. And slip it into the bag. I've broken the catch on this, so I tie it to the bottom, so it's added a bit of extra time. In no particular rush, and it's 28 seconds. There's my haul for the day with the R10 in 2.2, shooting H&N Terminator pellets. So I go off for a wander now. And turn you over to Bro. He's having much the same problems as I am. I'm not coming to his feeder, but they're in the trees, so he's gone to scope cam. And he's searching for them. Different solution. He's spotted one around here somewhere. If you've ever used a scope cam, you know sometimes it's difficult to pick up the target, especially when they're moving. You have to look over the top a bit and try and point the gun in the right direction until you catch sight of something like a tail. It's in the right vicinity. There it is. No, it isn't. Does make you wonder if they spotted you. There he is. That'll do. Good connection. Webley Power Pel doing the job. Dropped it straight to the ground. Few kicks and it's all over. Looks like he spotted another one. Hastily wielding the gun. He's found this one pretty quick this time. There's no good shot there. There's no way he's going to take the shot, and neither would I. Shotgun maybe, or rimfire possibly. He's got to wait till it turns round, or presents a better shot, like that. Now it's legged it. He's freehanding this one, so there's a bit of wobble on. He's contemplating the shot. That'll do. It crash into the ground. This is the first squirrel he shot. He got it off camera. The guy was cutting the hazelnut trees, spotted it and called him over. He duly wandered over and shot it. It was off camera though, so unfortunately, but the owner doesn't care about that. There it is. That was number 1 of the day for Bro. There's his feeder, one of the smaller versions we have. A quick wander over to where he was shooting the other 2. It's sat up on those branches there. I do believe that one. And dropped in a straight line to the ground. I think that was his second shot, the first one you saw. And here's the other one. So we've got 3 on the ground. Nice headshot there, Bro. And another one. See, that was the first and the second ones he shot. This is the third one. Good body shot there, Bro. Straight up into the heart and lungs from below. Unbeknownst to me, he'd spotted me on my wander around in the distance. On a quiet walk up the hedgerow there in the shadows, just looking quite a way ahead. And I think I spotted something in the ivy. An awful lot of ivy, very tall, thick hedges around here. I can see something. At least I think I can. I'm looking at it through the scope. I can't quite work out what it is. So I move on a bit further and have another look. It was about the top 3 inches of a squirrel tail through a hole, being lit up by the sun. I never got a shot at it because I couldn't see it properly. This is Bro's feeder there. And there's the beehives. There's quite a lot of these around. Quite active for a November's day. Very necessary in a pick your own farm if you want a good crop. We both feel very privileged to be able to shoot in such beautiful surroundings. Living in the west of England, in the West Country, some fantastic views. That rather large woodland over there, probably the source of a lot of these squirrels. Being magnetised into 1.5 acres of hazelnuts. There's 6 of them on a plate for the scouts. They haven't had any for a while. They'll be happy to eat these, I should imagine. I'll be quiet now. I'll hand you over to my nephew Callum and his dad, as they were at the scout hut, cooking up some wild meat that we send down to them. I don't think they got many squirrels, if any at all. They got mostly rabbits, I think. We haven't exactly been on the squirrels a lot lately. This was taken a little while ago. I'll leave it to them to show you what they do on a regular basis. All the rest of the scouts get to dine on rabbit and squirrel and taste meat that's lived a wild life, not battery farmed, not pumped full of chemicals. So over to you, Callum.
So we're going to see you cooking this, Callum, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, you've got squirrel and
I've got like
squirrel and rabbit.
well,
Yeah.
yeah, mainly
Okay.
rabbit basically though.
Right. Okay. Okay, and you're going to be cooking it over gas, right?
Yeah, can I go now?
Yeah.
What are we actually cooking?
Basically, we're cooking rabbit with rice and
I hate rice. You do? Yeah, I hate it.
and a few peppers and vegetables.
Yes, but can we cook vegetables separately so we can halve it? I'm just
Okay, so do you want to tell us what you've cooked and all
Okay,
that?
so basically, we have two. Well, we've already got 2 rabbits. They have a few herbs, and then at the moment we're also cooking these last 2 rabbits. And at the moment we're just going to wait at least about 10 to 15 minutes, and it just for a bit more flavouring. We've put as well herbs, but also we've chucked in a few peppers and carrots in, just to give it, and onions to give it more flavour. And also we've added a bit of curry spice on it. And then also we have some rice right there that's just cooling down. And then also that we're also gonna put on some lemon. We're also gonna put on some lemon peeling skins onto all the rabbit here, like we did earlier there, and then we're just gonna serve it out basically, and then hopefully it'll be cooked.
Okay. Right. So what have you got there?
Rabbit,
What's it like?
rabbit, and toasty.
All right. So you did. What happened to the squirrel?
Guys, if we're eating, can you hurry up?
Pardon?
We didn't have any squirrel.
Oh right. Okay. But everyone else had some squirrel. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that looks lovely, Callum.
Would you like a bit?
No thanks, you're all right.
Sure, mine.
Thank you very much, Callum. This will be the last video for 2014. We would like to have a rest and spend time with our families during the holiday period. We hope you understand. But we will be back again in 2015 on a Sunday. So we'll see you then. Thank you and have a Merry Christmas. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe.